Alright, so this beer is requested by none other than my best friend, Jordan Wrong. You've seen him in many videos, in different reviews, in the Guess That Beer, and probably a few other ones. So I'm very excited to try this out. It's by Big Rig, very excited. And yes, Jordan is going to be popping by somehow, some way in this video. So let's get into it. Beer, beer, beer. Beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, mate Brewski, for the Brewski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is by the Big Rig Brewing Company. They're out of Etobicoke, Ontario, also out in Alberta, if I'm not mistaken. Was that Big Rock? I'm so terrible with this. Where are they from? Where are they from? Where are they from? Why do I not know this stuff? Oh, I'm so far off. Canada, Ontario. I should really know this. I'm sorry, Big Rig. Please forgive me. I get you confused with Big Rock Brewing from time to time, so bear with me. But today we have Big Rig Premium Pilsner. Shiny white can, very plain Jane yet elegant, all in the same box. 5.2% alcohol by volume. Any IBUs listed? No, I do not see any. But that's fine. It's very straight up, easy looking can. On the website, no IBUs either. On tap though, we're looking at, well, no IBUs either. So, but it is a Pilsner. Probably not going to be too big on that front. Probably around like 10 to 15 at most. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. Pouring it into my beer 101 pint glass. I'm going to pour up half the beer here, or about half the beer, a little more than half the beer, which is perfect. Looking fan-freaking-tastic, looking fairly pale yellow in color, not straw yellow, but pale yellow, very clear, nice white head on top, fairly effervescent. And before we dive into the nose, I gotta go to my OBS real quick. Gotta hit start recording. I'm going to start recording on here, and we're going to give Jordan a little bit of a Facebook call. Pop this bad boy. What's going on?
Well, let me just change up my outfit here.
No worries.
Can't be in the bathroom, bud. Have you already tasted it yet?
No, I haven't. I cracked it. I looked at it, and I said we need to call Jordan because he wants to see this. I told him that you're going to be popping in the video.
I want to see the reaction.
So it's nice. It's nice and pale in color. It's like a straw yellow, pale yellow, pretty clear. Smells like a Pilsner. Like a little bit of like a sourdough, bready, light caramel. What's that like? Almost like like not sweet melons, but like dry melons, or like the close to the rind.
Okay.
A little bready.
Any comparison? Any other brand that compares right now? That's coming to your mind?
Not like a direct comparison, but it smells pretty. I want to say plain Jane, to be honest. Like just any sort of like regular like lager like Pilsner sort of thing. It's nothing that like stands out, but it's not a bad thing, that's for sure. I'm gonna dive in and have a sip. Not bad at all. It doesn't have that sort of sharp note that I don't like in Pilsners.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very plain. It's very flat.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of tastes like a water almost. Right now, it's like it tastes like lake water.
Yeah. It has that sort of what is that? It's not sulfury. No, it wouldn't be sulfury. I don't know why that word came to my mind. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. Well, I gotta cheers to the camera. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers. Keep on drinking, bud.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's effective. You know, there's no off flavors. It's not straying too far out there compared to like other even compared to like a macro beer kind of thing. It's just it's simple and it hits a spot. You know?
It's easy going. It's easy going, right?
Yeah, yeah. And at 5.2, you get that extra little bit of 0.2 alcohol, and it's good. It's really refreshing. I like it. I actually really like this Pilsner.
Right?
Yeah, it's
like
good call.
Yeah, the more that I drank of it, I was like, this is getting really good.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a little bit of like a little bit of that sort of Pilsner twang kind of thing that I dubbed it in the back end, but it's not overbearing.
Yeah, because you're not a big fan of that.
No, and usually they're a little abrupt and sort of just come out of nowhere. This is a lot more. It's a smoother journey, per se.
Was the head on yours very flat as well?
No, this one's actually still got a little bit of carbonation, I think. Like it wasn't massive. It was maybe like a one finger head kind of thing. But I like it.
So what would you say? Is it your new favorite Pilsner?
I would say yeah. If I'm going for a Pilsner, it's I honestly don't even look at Pilsners too much anymore. But this is definitely top 3 at least. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta admit that this is pretty damn good. Good choice.
And hey, it was actually your recommendation at first.
Very true, very true. But I was just recommending the brewery. I don't remember the beer off the top of my head.
Gotcha. Yeah, you probably crush all 4 of those tonight. Like they're easygoing beers, and they taste pretty good.
I already crushed a Mexican style beer from Amsterdam.
How was it? What did you give it? What was the rating?
I gave it a 9.5.
What? That's a high rating.
It's a high rating. You go check the my Instagram story that I posted about it.
I will.
Yeah, definitely gonna overtake the Corona market. I think. If they make it big, like if they make that beer like they really push it, they're taking away sales from Corona 100%. Yeah.
Big statement.
Yeah, it's like Corona, but better, in my opinion.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
I'll let you run. I'm very happy that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for thank you for hyping this up. You know, it lives up to the expectations.
Yeah. It's a very nice beer. I think that's the best word for it. It's a nice beer.
It's a nice beer that anybody can enjoy.
Exactly.
It's versatile. That's the word.
All right, bud.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Gotta talk to you about the plans.
Yeah. Oh, dude, 100%. Yeah. We're looking forward to that, dude. We're really looking forward to that.
Perfect. Alrighty, sounds good.
Goodbye.
All right, take care. All right, there's Jordan. There he is. There he's gone. A very busy man for sure, but I do appreciate you, Jordan, coming in, hopping on the video for a little bit, getting my take on the beer, and so far, so damn good. You know what? Like Jordan said, and I've been saying before, I'm not a big fan of Pilsners. They're just not my kind of beer. They have that little bit of what I've dubbed the Pilsner twang, sort of soury, bittery note somewhere in like the third quarter of the sip. This one still has that typical Pilsner twang, but it's not at the third quarter mark. It's more right at the end, and it sort of comes on a little bit more subtly, a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more. It's not as so abrupt and in your face and coming out of left field kind of thing. This one has a nice gradual get up to it, but damn. It's crisp, it's effervescent, it's very familiar, especially on the nose, a little bit better on the taste compared to some other macro beers out there. So it is a great transitional beer for people coming into the craft beer scene where they want to, enjoy something different, but not get crazy into your typical IPAs, brown ales, your big boozy, boastful stouts and stuff like that. This is a great beer for people to enjoy. It is drying though. It is fairly drying on the tongue. That's one thing I'm noticing as I'm having more sips of this beer. It is a drier beer on the finish, which isn't a bad thing because it makes you want more. Also, the effervescence isn't super aggressive at all, but it has a nice little bit of fuzziness, a little bit of the tickling of the tongue when the bubbles pop, which is pretty damn cool. Overall, flavor-wise, slightly caramelly, a little bit of corn, slight melon, but not sweet melon. More of like when you eat a watermelon, we get closer to the rind, that lighter colored part. Definitely getting more of those flavors in there, which is still juicy, or not juicy, but like hydrating and refreshing. Not watery. Hydrating is a much better word to use in that regard. This is pretty damn good. Looking on the can, Big Rig Premium Pilsner, like I said, very elegant, simple, yet effective white can. 5.2% ABV, so you get that extra 0.2%. Don't know how much that really takes you down the road, but it always helps. No description I see, but for the love of beer, water, barley malt, fresh hops, and yeast are the ingredients. Big Rig Brewery, crafted in Canada, Ontario. There is a packaged on date, the 20th of February 2020. There are no 20 months. There's no 20th month. So 20th of February 2020. So it's a little older, this being shot May 21st, but it's still holding up quite well. Effervescence is still there. No off flavors, no off smells. You are good to go, in my opinion. So I do like that fact that it does hold up quite well indeed. Moving over to the website, bigrigbrew.com. You go to the beer section, the brewery section, and you do scroll down a little bit, and they have the cursor overlay. So you point your cursor, it pops up a little bit of information. Premium Pilsner, 5.2% ABV, Pilsner style beer. The description that they have, because it's not in the can, it's on the website, reads, a new world take on an old world classic. That is decidedly. That is decidedly light and refreshing. Brewed in the finest traditions and using only premium ingredients, this golden lager always hits the spot. And that it does. It's not overly fancy, it's not overly bland. It is in the perfect middle. And the way I described it to Jordan was that it is versatile for all beer drinkers alike, whether you're coming from a strict Canadian drinker, strict old style Pilsner drinker. Actually, that's probably the closest one that it would remind me of, would be the old style Pilsner. Maybe not a direct comparison, but very reminiscent. Your typical Bud drinker, they can drink this and not be blasted out of their minds with weird flavors, well, that they would consider weird. But even if you're a seasoned craft beer drinker and you like the hoppiest of hoppy beers or the stoutiest of stouts or just the anything in between, you can definitely get behind this beer and enjoy a pint, no problemo. Versatile beer. And that's what you want, a versatile beer to capture all kinds of audiences. It looks like you can click on the beers themselves, but those pages, if they did exist, do not exist anymore. So easy peasy website to navigate. Fairly. I'm just repeating myself now for no real reason. Moving on. Untapped Premium Pilsner by Big Rig Brewery has been given a 3.42 bottle caps out of 5. That's out of 2,100 ratings on the dot. On the dot. Pretty cool. At your local LCBO, though, they did used to sell the Premium Pilsner at the LCBO. I don't think it's there anymore, because that's what the online notes say. But also, I've never seen it at the LCBO in a good number of months, at least. They were selling it for $3.10. This was actually picked up at Loblaws grocery store, which they're aplenty. There's a ton of them at Loblaws, or probably more in grocery stores, and still it'd be close around the $3. Yeah, if not at $3.10, probably $3 or $3.20, but definitely around that ballpark. Not a bad price. 5.2% beer, solid Pilsner for sure. No complaints at all. But yeah, fairly damn good beer. Beautiful color on it. Just it's a Pilsner. It is a well-built Canadian Pilsner, and I have no quarrels with it. The only thing that I would note is that it does dry out your mouth quite a bit, or at least more so than other beers, but it's not like you're getting cotton mouth after a nice sesh, if you know what I mean. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to range and we'll wrap this thing up. Clean, crisp, refreshing, hydrating. What else? A little twang to it, but a good bit of it, like not in a large amount, but a nice placement of that flavor along the profile. Beautiful beer, beautiful beer. 5.2%. You're getting a little bit more extra alcohol for your dollar, for your fun times. So not bad. It's not outrageously, inventive or different. It's versatile, and I really do enjoy that aspect of the beer. Like I said, bringing people into the craft beer market, getting them a little bit more comfortable with some wacky ass beers out here, and also the traditional styles of beer. Over the years, this is definitely a great place to start. So with that said, Big Rig Premium Pilsner, even though it's not the most amazing thing in the world in terms of crazy flavors, it is solid, bar none, solid, 8 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, the can doesn't have the most information, ABV, ingredients, and a canned on date, but the can still is very elegant, very simple, yet effective. Website, beautiful as well. Not a ton of information, but they do throw in a description of the beer. So presentation gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave, guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers I want to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go like this video or subscribe to me, maybe Bruce, it would be greatly appreciated as well. And again, Jordan, I know you're watching this. I want to thank you again for joining me for a little bit on this little beer review. Appreciate the recommendation. And yeah, I will see you as soon as I can, as soon as everybody can, because, well, shit, we need to get together and enjoy a few more brews and a few more guess that beers indeed. But with all that said, guys, that's going to do it for me, Maple Bruce, like I always say. Crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Solid premium Pilsner going into the Beer 101 glass, 'cause I just wanna all this COVID stuff to go away so I can get back to class. Cheers.